Welcome everyone, Mike Bowers coming to you guys today from my kitchen. It's been a long time since I've done a cooking video, but I got a new Santa Maria attachment for my Weber grill, and I'm anxious to show you guys. But first, we gotta start the fire.
Said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Spoiler alert, the fire's already lit. Starting to ash over there, but we're gonna get that going, build a nice little base, and put on some firewood. So here is the Santa Maria. I got this from Ember, which used to be known as Titan Outdoors. You can get these on Amazon. I'll put an affiliate link down below, as well as on their website directly. Honestly, it's a little bit cheaper on the Ember website. You just gotta pay for shipping. Putting together the Santa Maria was simple. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes. No problems at all. Pretty well made. You know, this is my second Santa Maria attachment for the Weber Kettle. I used to have a Gabby's grill. I sold that about 3 years ago when I sold all my Weber equipment when I got the Kamado Joe. Regretted that and always wanted one. So I decided to give this one a try. So far, I like it. I've done the burnout. I didn't say to do it in the instructions, but I like to do it on anything that I eat from. So I built a nice little fire, let it heat up over the fire for a little bit. Then with the remaining wood and charcoal, I did make some hot dogs. So this is technically my second cook, but tri-tip is a good first cook on the Santa Maria. All right, so the charcoal's ashed over. We're gonna pour this in here. Just dump it and set the Santa Maria on top. So setting this up, pretty simple. Just kind of put it on like you would the lid. Fits pretty snug there. I'm gonna leave this down for a little bit, let some heat circulate on the grill, then I'll put some cooking wood down before I put on the tri-tip. As you can see, it fits pretty good on the Weber Kettle. Not very heavy at all, so it's not putting much pressure on the bowl of your grill. I like this. So the adjustment, you kind of hit that up and then you can adjust the wheel however you want to. My only downside of this is that sometimes this gets hot, but we're gonna go all the way down. And this is another thing that I'm not a huge fan of, is that all the way down, it's still off the bowl just a little bit, but so far, I don't think it's been much of a problem. You just won't be able to get as close to the fire as you would like, and therefore you have to build a little bigger fire. So in the kitchen now, we're gonna go ahead and season up that tri-tip while the grill's getting hot. I got a new camera since the last time I've done a cooking video. So this is kind of a learning curve, but it's kind of good to be back in the kitchen and cooking videos. I know it's been about 1.5 years since I switched this from a solely barbecue to just a food channel. Some people haven't been fans of that, so hopefully the ones who haven't been enjoy that I'm doing a cooking video. And remember, Bowers Barbecue is not dead. I have a whole playlist of the Bowers Barbecue series. This video will be in there as well. Shows you all my cooking videos as well as all my barbecue crawls. As for the tri-tip, nothing special. It's a small select grade I got from a local HEB. I think I'm gonna season it with Suckle Buster steak as well as some Cosmos cow cover. All right, and as far as the steak goes, it's not the best trimmed tri-tip there is. I'm not gonna do any extra trimming to it. I just don't find much value in that. All right, first things up, we got the Suckle Buster steak. No binder, nothing like that. Come back over with the Cosmos Q cow cover, which I need to buy more of. All right, let's flip it over. Get those sides a little bit with what dropped off, and do the same. Just a light coating of that cow cover because I don't have much left. Okay, so the tri-tip is seasoned up. I'm gonna let the seasoning sit on the meat for about 10 to 15 minutes. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna go back outside and put some post oak on the charcoal, let that fire get good and hot. In the meantime, if you're getting value out of this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you wanna see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. and leave me a comment. Let my wife know that she's doing a great job as my new camera person. All right, we're gonna raise the grate just a little bit. Couple of pieces of post oak. And we're gonna let that get nice and hot. All right, we're about to put the tri-tip on. I did put my Inkbird wireless thermometer in here so we keep track of the ambient temperature of the grill, as well as the internal temperature of the meat. So the fire's going pretty good. We're hungry. It's a Tuesday night. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. Not gonna be touching the flames, but want to get some smoke on there. We're gonna settle there for about the first 5 minutes.
Here, buddy.
So that fire is going really well. You can see the juices from the tri-tip dripping down on the wood, causing the smoke to flare up and impart flavor on the tri-tip. What we love about Santa Maria cooking, right? All right, let's go ahead and flip this over. All right, I got my trusty pigtails here. I know some people hate this. I love these things. Oh, this is juicy. This is juicy. So let's take a look. Some of that flame kissed it. Got a little bit more of a sear char than I wanted to this early in the process, but this is looking tasty. So I took the Inkbird out. That flame was getting a little too high. I'm not sure how high that's rated for, but this is so relaxing, man. That's what I love about Santa Maria cooking, is you get the wood smoke smell that you love when you're cooking on an offset, but don't have to be around the grill all day long. Nice 30-minute cook, maybe 45 minutes, depending on how long you let it sit there in the smoke. But it's a weeknight and we're ready for dinner. So I'm about to build this fire up a little bit and sear this thing off. So I'm gonna do a quick temperature check since we took the other Inkbird wireless thermometer out. That's hot. So we're about 160. Ideally, I would like to have this around the 115 mark, but again, we're ready for dinner. So we're gonna go ahead and sear this off now. And more of what I was talking about earlier, that thing doesn't go down all the way. Luckily, I got a nice fire here, so that's not gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna let that go for a couple of minutes, but it didn't get much sear on there. So I want to flip it back over in a minute, get a little bit more sear on that other side. All right, let's flip that back over again. It's kind of the flippity flip method. We're doing this about every minute or so. Big cut of meat. So a little more searing there. I may have to let it rise and cook a little bit more. I doubt this is going to be in the 120, 130 range when it's seared up, ready to go. That's what impatience gets you. This is a perfect reminder that I'm not a how-to channel. I'm just a guy in the backyard cooking, bringing you guys along. If you learn something, great, but most likely you're going to learn about my mistakes. So the middle of the steak probed in at 113. I went ahead and pulled it because I'd rather undercook it than overcook it. We can throw it in the oven if need be or back on the grill for a couple of seconds. But being this is so thick, I think with the internal temperature being 113, these outer layers are gonna be closer to the 130 range. So it still may be overcooked a little bit. But anyways, we're gonna let it rest here. But a couple of pads of butter, because butter makes everything better. It's got magical power similar to bacon's. Then we're gonna cover it with some foil and let it sit here until we get the mushrooms marinated and the salad made. All right, so I lost track of time of how long this has been resting, but I know it's been at least 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and cut into it. See that butter just melts off there, gives a nice little glaze. Now tri-tip is kind of funny when going against the grain, because here we got grain going this way, then we'll cut a little bit, but right now, For the sake of this, we're just going to cut it in half and see what we have. So it is still pretty rare. So we thought that would be about the 113. I thought it'd be about 125. I personally would eat this. I don't think my wife would. But this side looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is put some of this back on the grill for our dinner. But for you guys, I'm gonna do a taste test because no matter how rare it is, that oaky smoke flavor is still gonna be there. It is damn good. Guarantee you my portion is not going back on the grill. This is delicious. I do know some of these end pieces will be more done. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, this is here is perfect. For a end piece, that's a perfect medium rare. I'm gonna do a slice of this one as well. That is fantastic. That steak seasoning from Suckle Busters, combination with the Cosmos cow cover. I use that anytime I'm making steaks. Love that stuff. But overall, I didn't get the doneness that I want. That's my fault for being impatient. But the flavor is spot on. And most importantly, that Santa Maria grill cooks perfectly. I love that thing. So much fun to use. I can see myself with a little bit more time on a Saturday or Sunday evening, just sitting back and cooking on that. That's what my plan was this past Sunday. Life happens, you get a chance to make this, but this is delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut into my pieces, put the wife and kiddos back on the grill for a little bit, and have some dinner. I thank you so much for watching to the very end. Till the next video, the fire is out.